out there today.
It is a little bit tough. You know what? Actually, that was suggested by one of our viewers on Instagram to me. You had Muggy Monday, Toasty Tuesday.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, much better suggestion than my tough Tuesday that we were looking at. So let's talk a little bit about some of the temperatures we're going to see for tomorrow, because it is going to be a warm one. Look at Fontana. Temperatures tomorrow getting up into the low 100s by the time we get into the afternoon. We like to remind people to try to get outdoor activities done by maybe about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. And you can see why. By 9 a.m., we're already up into the low 80s, low 90s by 11 o'clock in the morning. So expect the warm temperatures to kind of stick around for tomorrow. That is the peak of the heat. We will have some decreased humidity. That's some good news. But then for Thursday, it's only going to be a little bit cooler. We're talking just a couple of degrees. One of the things we've noticed across the region today, obviously it's a little bit humid outside, and that monsoonal moisture typically translates into some pop-ups over the area mountains. And taking a look at satellite, we've had plenty of cloud buildups, just really not all that much in the way of shower activity in comparison to yesterday. We did have a couple of thunderstorms pop up over the Riverside County mountains today. It's been just a couple of these light showers and sprinkles. But it does look like as we go into tomorrow that the overall moisture is going to be coming down in the atmosphere, but it's only for about a day or so. This is the moisture futurecast. All the bright coloring you see here right around Arizona, northern Mexico, and even over southern California, that's an indication of moisture in the atmosphere. All this purple color that you're seeing out over the Pacific, that's dry air. Now, as we go through the next couple of hours and head into Wednesday, you'll notice some of the brightness kind of comes down a bit. There's still some moisture there, so it might still feel a touch humid in addition to those hot temperatures for tomorrow. But as we go past Wednesday and we head toward the weekend, we get another surge of moisture starting to come up into the region, and a dying tropical storm might throw some additional moisture our way next week. So don't get used to a lack of humidity for tomorrow, because it will make a return as we get into the weekend. But fortunately, we might have some cooler temperatures on the way. Before that, though, we still got to get through some heat. Tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures in the low 100s across high desert, with 105 in Lancaster, 102 in Victorville, mid 80s across the area mountains, where we'll get some cloud buildups, but I think we might avoid the shower chances tomorrow. For the IE, widespread low 100s, 101 around Corona, 102 in Ontario, 104 in Riverside, 104 in Hemet. For Orange County, inland temperatures running in the low to mid 90s, with 96 in Anaheim, 93 degrees in Mission Viejo, low 80s by the coastline. So this is what we're talking about. A lot of coastal areas don't necessarily have air conditioning installed, and we're looking at temperatures in the mid 80s. It's not like you can just open the windows and cool off. Here's how it looks for the valleys of LA and Ventura counties. We've got the low 90s for Thousand Oaks, mid 90s for Simi Valley, 102 Van Nuys, 105 for Santa Clarita. And around the basin in the San Gabriel Valley, temperatures tomorrow warmer than today, mid 90s for downtown LA and Compton, low 90s for Long Beach as well as Torrance. And we're looking at 102 for West Covina. The good news, though, if you're not a fan of the heat, it's just tomorrow and likely Thursday as well. And then we get a cool down. Basin's on top. Coastal forecast on the bottom, mid 90s tomorrow, low 90s for Thursday. Then we drop almost 10 degrees as we get into Friday, and we'll sort of hold the low 80s all the way through the weekend. But next week, we may potentially start warming up again as the same ridge of high pressure responsible for this heat up tries to make a return. We've got the valleys on top, IE forecast down below, low 100s for tomorrow, low 100s again for Thursday. We'll probably have a few 90s mixed in. Then we drop about 10 degrees into Friday. We stay in the low to mid 90s into the weekend. But remember, humidity will make a return as we get into the weekend and the start of next week as monsoonal moisture picks up once again. High desert on top, low desert forecast down below, hot for the next couple of days. As that monsoonal moisture comes in, expect some clouds to appear in the forecast here. And this is going to look a little ridiculous, but for the mountain forecast tomorrow, we are finally free of any storm chances. But as that monsoonal moisture makes a return each afternoon for the next couple of days, we do have a chance of maybe getting some showers across the area mountains.